What is up, guys? Thank you very much for tuning in to our first ever video on this channel. You guys may know me from Instagram, whatnot, or TikTok. My name is Gold Rush Breaks, and I'm very excited to get started with you guys. Alright, so let's get into what this video is all about. What this video is all about is me starting my own whatnot channel / Instagram and TikTok to sell sports cards, to do breaks, to kind of build a little community about sports cards. A little background information about myself. I'm 18. I just graduated high school. Around like 12 years old, I would say I had a really big passion for cards. Around 8, I was collecting World Cup stickers and all, as I myself was a soccer player. But at 12, I started really getting a lot of sports cards, just opening hobby boxes, retail boxes. But I never really took the game serious. I never really checked the prices of cards or bought just a single card. I just love to rip boxes. So around 3 weeks ago, no, I would say around maybe 2 months ago, I was looking at a lot of sports cards, and I was like, damn, I think I do have some value in my sports cards. Some of them in here, you guys don't know what's in here, but some of them are my own. Some I have in my PC, and then some I just bought. But I started looking, I'm like, this is my passion. I wasn't able to continue it 2-3 years ago just due to financial issues, just because I didn't have enough money to just keep ripping $300 boxes. And I mean, it skyrocketed. It used to be $150. So I decided to make my own whatnot channel. Now, I don't want to be one of those whatnot sellers where they do it for the money, or they try to tell you, oh, it's a $600 card, even though it's really just an $80 card. Yes, I do want to make profit. I mean, that is all what a business is. But at the same time, if I'm selling, let's say, for example, this Max Holloway to $99, I'm not going to say, guys, it's $500. I'm going to say, guys, I would say it's maybe 60, 80. And yes, is it 60? Maybe. Is it 80? Maybe. There's only 99 of them, and I don't think one has sold yet. But it's not $600 is what I mean. What my channel is mostly about on Instagram, I really just try to find buyers. I am a seller on there. I post cards that I don't think will sell well on whatnot. I never have been to a card show until last weekend, and honestly, it was the greatest experience ever. I will make a separate video on that, as for me, a card show was a very hectic experience. I'm not too good in a social setting like that, as the more people there are, the more nervous I get. But I did pick up a lot of soccer. That is my main interest. I do have a lot of basketball. UFC I do have a lot of, just because I was ripping a lot last year. Football and baseball, I would say I do have a good amount of football, but baseball is where I struggle. But I made this channel kind of to document my journey on what I do and how it's going. Alright, so let's get into how I started it. So how I started was, I took a room from my house that we kind of use a guest room, but not really. It's more like a storage room. And I set up a nice backdrop of my logo, and I have a card stand if I'm doing a kind of just a pick your single, just tell me a single and I'll have it. If I'm doing just a random cards, I'll have it set up like this. And I wanted to do breaks, but what I was scared of was people not joining, because obviously at the start you are going to lose money, but I didn't want to lose $200 on a $350 box. So I was running, let's say, 3 signature class blasters, and one time I did well. I made 130 on 90 minus the fees and some giveaways, so I made 115 on 90. So it wasn't the worst, and it only took me 50 minutes. But then I did it 2 more times, and I made 60 on 90 minus the fees. I made 50 on 90. So that's where it started hitting me. I'm like, wow, is this ever gonna work? So I started making a Instagram to reach more people, and I started going into other streamers chats, and I started kind of putting my face out there. I didn't promote myself or anything. I just became friends with everyone. I started chatting with everyone. Now when I join some streams with 300, 400 viewers, and I say, hey, what's up, I'll have someone say hi to me. I'll have the streamer himself say hey to me. So I would say it's very important to build a connection. Am I nervous every time I go live? Definitely. I'm always nervous about it. I mean, especially this week, I'm trying to run all of these singles. It's around 3,000 in inventory. So it is very scary because I don't want to, lose 2,000 as well. So I would say it is scary, but you do have to take your chances. I did contact a lot of streamers. I was asking them like, hey, listen, like, is there anything I can do for a raid? I have been following a lot of people on Whatnot. If you guys see my Whatnot, I think I follow around 100,000 people. It took a lot of dedication, but it brought me in like 12,000 followers. And some people unfollowed and all. I was counting it. I would say it is a lot of time at the beginning, and it's definitely a lot of time during it. But at the same time, that is what a business is. This helps kids learn what a business is. So let's get into what I buy as a Whatnot streamer. So what I buy as a Whatnot streamer really depends on what I am running for the week. If I am more focused on running singles, I will stock up on some low-end singles. Obviously, as time goes on and I grow, I can run higher end and mid-end singles. But for example, some of my higher cards is like this Anthony Gordon out of 50. And the market value is around 65 to 75. I got it for around 50, so I do have some margins. A low end that's like $5 maybe is this Mbappe right here. I mean, listen, the market's going up on it, so when I do like low end, I always try to get singles that are popular to everyone. Like, even if you are a NBA fan only, you know who Kylian Mbappe is. I mean, it's one of the biggest stars in the world. If you're a soccer fan, you know exactly who Steph Curry is. So I would say when you're buying singles and they're low end, I would say definitely get people that are known. Obviously, like the Anthony Gordon isn't too known, but one, it's an autographed, and two, it's very low numbered. So if you're getting unknown players in different sports, obviously for the sports world, like for a soccer fan, or soccer/football, they will know who Anthony Gordon is. But like an American football NFL fan, they won't know who Anthony Gordon is. So obviously, if you're going to get an unknown player, get an autograph of them or get a numbered card, just because then it will attract people even if they don't know who it is, just because it is an autograph or low numbered. Now let's get into what I like to run when I'm doing a break. So what I like to run when I am doing a break is I like to run football or basketball. See, I don't have a problem with baseball. It's just that I never grew up around baseball. So when people ask me, hey, you know who this is or you know who this is, unless it's like a Derek Jeter or Juan Soto, I don't know who it is. Or like a Shohei, I don't know who anyone else is. I'm trying to learn, obviously. Like, I know that Mickey Mantle is a huge thing in the sports world and all, but I don't know like just regular players that even go for a lot as well. So I try to run NBA or NFL. I do want to run soccer. I just don't have the audience for it. But right now I'm running blasters. I want to start running mega boxes and then obviously level up to hobby boxes, just because I know I will get a good audience for all of it, but I'm just scared to right now. So that is kind of what I'm running as a break. Next, what we're going to get into is what my setup is looking like. So obviously we said we have the backdrop, and we said it depends on what I'm running. If I'm running where I take requests for cards, I'll have a card stand with some of my top cards. If I'm just running like just random cards the whole time, sudden death, I'll do something like this. And if I'm running a break, I'll have the break in front of me with like a stash or pass, a trade 2 for 1, and I'll have like the teams that are left. And on the desk to the right of me, I'll have a computer so I can see like settings, change the auction settings, all of that stuff. And to the left of me, if I'm running like cards, I'll have this stack, let's say, to the left of me. And so I can just put it in front of me with like a card stand that I have, so like this. And I'll put a card on it. And I just invested into a ring light, so that's why you guys have this new little light here. As you can see, that's my light. It was before very like shiny, I would say, and you couldn't really see the card too well, so that's why I had to invest in a ring light. And I've never like been a huge fan of having a PC because I never thought my cards were like good enough. But I started investing in some of my cards, and I also found some good cards. So I made my first ever PSA submission 3 days ago. Never done that in my life because all I used to do is just rip and see what I pulled. But I did just buy my first ever case because I'm going to my second ever show this weekend, and I'm very excited. I'm going to try to flip some stuff. I have a downtown coming in, so I want to flip it. I have an uptown coming in. I want to flip that. I have an Mbappe, a Patty Pimblett. And so, yeah, I'm really excited because I think this journey is going to be really fun, and I'm really excited to have you guys come along this journey. I'm going to document once a week. I'm going to open boxes once a week. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in a giveaway once a week. So if you guys are watching the video right now, this is the cue to join the giveaway. You guys have to tell me your favorite player to collect and why. So my favorite player to collect is, I'm going to have to say for each sport, just because it is too hard for me to pick one. For you guys, just say one player. But for me, for soccer, it would have to be Mbappe or Yamal. Yamal, obviously, he's going to always go up in value. Mbappe is always going to go up in value as well, especially when the World Cup hits and the whole world is watching. That's when the cards hit hard. I would say, aside from that, they're going to go down in value sometimes because then there's less market for it. In the NBA world, I would say, obviously right now, Cooper, but who I'm investing in is Derek Queen. I love Derek Queen. I just bought a patch auto out of 49 from him. In NFL, I would say I'm a Giants fan, so I'm obviously investing in Jackson Dart, but I know Cam Ward's huge. Brock Purdy, Bo Nix, Lamar, all of them. They're all huge. MLB, I'm not really sure. Ellie De La Cruz or whatever, if I'm pronouncing the name right. I'm not a big MLB fan, so I'm not sure. For UFC, my go-to is Islam Dulatov. I just submitted a 1 out of 5 card of his to PSA, hoping to get that back as soon as possible. So yeah, those are my top 4. Oh, did I mention? No, I think that's all. Yes, that's all. Sorry for that. But yeah, that's really all I collect. Those 4 or 5 main sports. That's really it. And yeah, so comment your favorite player and why you collect them, and you will be entered into the giveaway. The giveaway will be a random lot of assorted cards from the sport of your choosing, up to $50 in value. So thank you all for tuning in, and we will see each other in a couple of days again.